Hey, all right. So today is all about meal planning. This little guy is going to be your best friend for the next month. So make sure during this week that you go through and you check it out. I have the extreme version here. That's what I started with. If you are on the regular plan, you have a little bit more leniency as far as what you can eat. If you're on this plan or the hammer and chisel plan, they differ a little bit. So just make sure that you're looking through your book. I have tips and tricks and cheats, don't say that word out loud, that will make it a little easier. If you're struggling and you really feel like you need a little bit of advice, then just reach out to me behind the scenes, private message me, or I'm actually going to start a thread with you guys in the new group so that you can kind of see what other people have been posting about and also what challenges other people have faced. The dietary portion of this is 80% of your success, and it is the thing that most people struggle with. A lot of people find that the 30 to 40-minute workouts are very doable. It's easy to fit into your schedule, and once you start doing them, you feel so freaking great that you don't want to stop. But people struggle with the meal plan. This is really, really important, and it is a fail to plan, plan to fail type of atmosphere here. So I actually will tell you that I didn't meal plan for the first two rounds when I started this, and it was really difficult. I would stand at the fridge and I would stare and like try to think of stuff that I could eat that was on plan, and it was full of stuff that was on plan, but I never really like had in my mind a craving for anything, or I never really had a plan. And typically I would be too hungry by the time I got there, and I would eat something crappy instead. So I had multiple healthy options, and I would choose something that wasn't healthy. Same thing, like if you're going out or you're going to the grocery store, fruit is my go-to to carry with me. I have bags of grapes, or I have strawberries that I've already cut and washed. I like grab and go fruits, so like apples, bananas, grapes, stuff like that, that you can just grab whatever you have. And if you've already, portioned it out in the fridge, then it's even easier to take with me for the car, or if I'm going to the grocery store or something. The grocery store is going to be your biggest nemesis if you're hungry. So make sure that you have a snack with you. I typically like to prep my food on Monday. I call it Monday meal prep day. And a lot of people do it on Sunday because you have the weekend, but for me, Monday's just easier. I like to go to the grocery store. I like to shop. I do shop on plan with a grocery list that's specific, and I save about $100 a week now that I'm meal planning, because I'm not wasting produce. I'm not buying a bunch of stuff that just sits there and we don't eat. I'm not buying extra stuff that we don't really need that sits in the pantry forever, that I forget's there and then I don't use it and I buy it again. So meal prepping can help you not only with your physique but also your finances. So I try to make a meal plan for the 7 days. I typically cut up my food for 4 days because by the time you get to the fourth or fifth day, things start to get soggy, like if you cut up cucumbers or anything like that. I go to the grocery store, I buy exactly what's on the list. I come home and I try to make as many things prior to the day as possible. So if we're going to have quinoa one night, I try to cook that up, and then I can add all of the extras to it if I need to. Excuse me. Otherwise, if I'm making a lasagna or something like that, I try to make double the recipe, and that way I can cut it in half, freeze half of it, and save portions of it for us for dinner that night. Same thing, I love the crock pot. I use the crock pot a lot. I'm actually going to have a free challenge before too long about crock pot healthy recipes, just because it is so simple, it's so easy, and it's a go-to. You can leave it, you don't have to worry about it. Use this as a resource. Go through. This really helps me when I'm trying to make my grocery list. If I'm sitting there and I can't think of vegetables, they're right in front of me, things like that. You get really tired of eating the same thing over and over again. This is my 8th cycle, I think, of the 21-day fix, and I typically don't take a break in the middle. I just keep going, and I'll have a yummy, delicious kind of cheat meal in the middle of the challenges. But I try to stay as much on plan as possible, because your body starts to crave things when you start to reintroduce them. You don't have to cut anything out of your diet. You're going to eat in proportions from the food pyramid. So you're eating all of the different food groups. You don't have to cut carbs. We're not doing anything that's protein only or anything like that. So you're just going to learn how to balance your diet. I'm going to supply you with a clean eating grocery list. I'm also going to write up my meal plan and I'm going to post it in the group, and that way you can see what I'm eating during the week. I tend to eat pretty much the same thing for breakfast, snack, lunch, and snack for the first 4 days, and then I'll switch it up about every 4 days. That way I know exactly what I'm getting at the grocery and I know how many portions I need, things like that. My husband's also doing it, and so I'm measuring out stuff for both of us, and it just helps me know exactly what I need when I go to the grocery store. So hopefully between the grocery list, the food plan, I'll shoot out some ideas. I'm going to be posting recipes. Cassie's actually joining me for this rotation, and she's going to be co-coaching with me. She's going to do some nutritional posts and tell you a little bit about recipes. You can always check out my like page at Finding Fit with T, Finding Fit with T, on Facebook, and I post recipes and workout moves and different things on there, different motivational posts. So always feel free to check that out. If you're searching for something, you can just scroll down and there's tons of different stuff that you can look through. I encourage you to reach out to me or Cassie anytime during the challenge and let us know if you have questions or concerns. I'm going to leave you with that right now, but make sure you go through your booklet. I would go shopping on Friday or Saturday if you have an opportunity. Make sure that you get your kitchen ready. Throw out any junk food that you can possibly get rid of. Hide it from yourself. Whatever you have to do. Put the cookies in your car so you have to go out in the cold. Whatever it takes just to kind of get rid of those triggers that could not aid you in your success. So let me know if you have anything, any questions, and I look forward to seeing you in the morning.